Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Angeline Wanjeri. If you're new to this channel, hello, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so that you can get notified anytime I drop a video like I'm about to do right here, right now, today for all of you guys. Welcome back to my kitchen. So of course, you know what time it is. I'm about to drop another bomb recipe for you guys. Now, I bought myself some beans. I boiled some beans and I'm about to show you how to make a one-pot rice and beans recipe. So let's take a look at today's ingredients. For today's recipe, I'm going to need some boiled beans, some onions, some carrots, some tomatoes, potatoes, coriander leaves, garlic, ginger, and green chilies. You can omit the green chilies if you don't like your food hot. I'm also going to be using some hoho, also known as capsicum, and some coriander stems. I'm also going to be using some salt and a variety of spices, and the spices you will see them as the video progresses. Before I begin assembling the ingredients together, let me show you how I boiled the beans. I soaked them overnight and this is how they are looking the next day. As you can see, they're very swollen and they have doubled in size. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to pour out this water and rinse the beans. Once I'm done rinsing the beans, I'm going to fill a pot with some cold water and then I'm going to put this on the stove and pour in the washed and soaked beans. I'm now going to add in some garlic. Half an onion, a beef cube. I prefer using a vegetable cube or a chicken cube, but I'd run out, so a beef cube is just going to have to suffice for today. I'm also going to pour in some salt, and then I'm going to mix this all in together. And then I'm going to cover and bring this to a boil for around 60 minutes. 1 hour later, this is how the beans are looking. Perfectly boiled, very creamy, and let me tell you, they tasted amazing too. And I hadn't even started frying them. They tasted really, really good. The garlic and the onions and the beef cube just brought out such an amazing flavor in the beans. I can't wait to begin frying them. In the same pot, I'm going to melt some kasuku cooking fat. And once the fat has melted and is hot enough, I'm going to throw in some whole cumin seeds. I'm going to fry the cumin seeds until they begin turning a brownish color, and they're also going to emit a very wonderful aroma. Once that has happened, I'm going to throw in the onions. I'm going to mix in the onions with the whole cumin seeds. And I'm going to fry the onions until they become soft and translucent, and then I'm going to go in with my grated garlic, ginger, and green chilies. I'm going to mix that in as well with the other vegetables, and then I'm going to add in coriander stems. I'm going to mix that in as well. The kitchen is smelling amazing, you guys. Once I've done that, I'm going to go in with my green hoho, also known as capsicums. If you have the red capsicums, you can use them. If you have the yellow ones, you can use them as well. Now I'm putting in the tomatoes. I'm going to mix them in. And a few minutes later, I'm going to begin adding the spices, starting off with some coriander powder, some garlic powder, some garam masala, some turmeric powder, some white pepper. I'm going to mix all the spices in together with the vegetables. And then I'm going to go in with half a tablespoon of tomato paste. I'm also going to mix that in. And then I'm going to add in some salt. And some hot water. Once I've added the hot water, I'll mix everything together and then I'm going to cover and let this simmer on low heat for some 10 to 15 minutes. Many minutes later, this is how the curry is looking. Very nice color and it also smells amazing. And then now I'm going to add in some paprika. I'm going to mix that in. And then I'm going to add in some more salt. And then I'm going to cover this and let this cook for a few more minutes. A few minutes later, I'm going to remove this from the stove, set aside and let it cool down for a few minutes before transferring it into a blender. A few minutes later, I should have used a jug for this, by the way. I made such a huge blunder because some of it spilled, but at least I managed to get most of it into the blender. I'll blend this into a nice paste. And look at that beauty. Oh my goodness, that color is so beautiful. It's amazing. I'm now going to transfer this back into the pot. And in the same jug, I'm going to pour in some water and some coconut milk and pour that into the pot as well. I'm then going to mix this. And now it is time to add in the carrots and the potatoes. I'm going to mix the carrots and the potatoes in with the gravy, or should I say curry. And then I'm going to cook this for a few minutes until the potatoes and the carrots are a little bit soft. A few minutes later, I am now ready to go in with the kidney beans. I'm going to mix in the beans. And then I'm going to mix in 1.5 cups of washed rice. Once everything is mixed in together perfectly, I'm going to add in 2.5 cups of hot water. Once I've added in the water, I'm going to put in some salt, mix everything perfectly together, and then I'm going to cover and let the rice cook. Now here is the thing. If you use coconut milk for this recipe, you're going to have to keep checking on the rice to make sure it does not stick to the pot. That's a mistake that I made. I totally forgot, and some of the rice did stick to the pot. So make sure you keep turning and checking. A few minutes later, everything is cooked. Look at the color. Oh my goodness. Doesn't it look amazing, guys? It looks so good and it smells amazing too. Now I'm going to go in with some coriander leaves. I'm also going to sprinkle some garam masala just for a bit of flavor. And then I'm going to fluff up the rice using a fork. Once that is done, my 1 pot rice and beans is ready to be served. I'm going to be having my 1 pot rice and beans with some avocado and some raw tomatoes. You guys do not sleep on raw tomatoes. They're very healthy and they have so many health benefits. But for me, the most important is they improve heart health, reduce the risk of cancer, and also promote better digestion. So eat your raw tomatoes. This is how I have plated my meal today. It's looking very nice, very delicious, very colorful. I can't wait to dig in and enjoy my food. Bon appetit! And that is how you go about making yourself a 1 pot beans and rice. That is my recipe. Please try it out. You will not regret it. This meal is absolutely delicious and it goes so well with avocado, by the way. And I'm loving the texture of everything. I'm loving the color. I'm loving how everything came out. And as you can see me, I like mine a bit wet, but if you want to, you can dry out the rice completely. It is completely up to you, but this dish is amazing. It is nutritious as well, and it is also very, very simple to make. So feel free to try out this recipe at home. Hit me up in the comment section, leave a like, leave a comment. Feel free to share this recipe as well. Let me know how yours stand out, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, what are you waiting for? Feel free to hit that subscribe button, and I guess I'll catch you guys on the next one. Let me sit back, relax, and enjoy my meal. Bye guys.